911, what is your emergency?
Yeah, I got a medical problem.
Mm-hmm. And what is the nature of your medical disposition?
Yeah, my butt's got a crack in it.
I see. Now, have you thought to ask your friend to remove his fist from your anus?
Hey, you can't talk to me like that.
Well, sir, you called me.
Oh, man.
Have a nice day, sir.
From Bad Monkey Studios in beautiful Amish country, heard throughout these fabulous United States and around the globe on the World Wide Web, this is The B Team with Cory and Jim.
I was in the grocery store and it was beautiful because he had that bald patch right on top of his head with the pony, and he wasn't like, I don't know what nationality he was. It looked, I don't know, maybe Italian.
Yeah,
he was darker complected.
Okay.
Or complexion, excuse me. Nice jet black hair, though. Older guy, older lad. In his
colored.
I want to say he was in his 60s. Now, how dare you? It wasn't, no.
No, the hair, color.
I know what you're talking about. Still, how dare you? That's all natural. That was just for men in there. I can tell.
Can you?
I think he had a little gray creeping in, like towards the front.
Yeah.
He had like a widow's peak too. Man. It was beautiful. It was just fantastic. Oh, and I saw a second guy too. He had a hat on. But no, this guy, no. Excuse me, he didn't have a hat on.
What?
I'm sorry. He was a worker.
I am taking notes.
No,
so I do
jot these down. This is
yep.
going to be a test later.
Okay.
No, dude, this dude was awesome. He was, I don't know what his job was in the store.
Same store. Two in the same store.
It was a jackpot today. If you're gonna go grocery shopping, hit it up on a Sunday.
You have tasted the unicorn.
Oh man, it's beautiful. So I see the first ponytail and I'm like, oh, wonderful. Thank you. But then I continue my journey, and then I see this employee. Now, he does not rock in the pony. However, he's got his hair, I think it looks naturally feathered. You know, it's naturally perm.
Yeah.
Like perm-tastic. But he's thin up top. Now, there's some poof action going on. It's like a poodle. But you can see scalp. But, mind you, he's got the flowing mane coming in the back, like a party mullet.
Feathered and leafy.
Oh, my God. It was awesome.
Was it?
It was. Now, he was a husky lad, and you could tell that he probably spends most of his evenings either behind a computer or playing Dungeons & Dragons, something like that, but with himself, not with other people.
No.
He's got some dolls that he's crafted out of wicker in his basement that he sets up around his table, and then he just plays the dungeon master. You know? Yeah. He kind of had that vibe.
Mom yelling downstairs, Michael, where's my lipstick? He's like, Mom, I'm doing projects.
We'll hang out later.
We are the B Team. I am Jim. The handsome man across from me is Cory.
B Tizzle.
We are talking, well, it seems like we're continuing to talk about the ponytail.
On dudes. The dude.
We actually had a sighting, as you just heard, and that's phenomenal to me. I love those. We always talk about it.
It is the best.
Either text each other or call each other when we have a sighting.
Photos, Insta-face.
But two in one place.
That's rare. That's rare.
But
what we missed last time that we didn't talk about are these guys called bronies.
Bronies.
and see, now most people are probably thinking, oh, bronies are going to be some like dudes that are all broed out Jersey Shore. No. No, sir.
Brony. It's a mashup. It's the word bro,
right? Yeah,
plus pony. Okay,
equals.
It's a name typically given to the male fans of the My Little Pony show or franchise.
What?
Yep. Yep. It's a
like
real
grown
thing.
Men, 30 plus. Thing. Is there an age limit?
I believe there is. They talk about it. The average age of a brony is 21. I do.
So this is just like a group of dudes that have just full on just throw it out in the air that they're pedophiles.
Yeah.
There's no bones about it. They're like, if you hang out with us with your kids, somebody's getting molested,
and it's on you because I'm wearing a My Little Pony T-shirt.
And I'm a grown adult.
I got an MLB tat on my forearm.
I've got what Sunshine Pony over here on my left tricep.
I don't know. We'll talk about Sunshine in a minute. But the Brony is a name typically given to the male fans of the My Little Pony show or franchise. A brief history of Bronydom. A Brony is a fan of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic.
What?
That is outside the demographic of little girls.
The show's called Friendship is Magic?
It's called My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. And the fans, the Bronies. Are they're not girls. They're not little girls.
No, yeah, they're dudes.
They're outside of that.
They're not even little boys.
Yeah.
These are men.
This is when the world changed. On October 10th, 2010, the first episode of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic aired. Lauren Faust, the creator of Friendship is Magic, wanted to steer clear of the poorly written and overly girly style of previous My Little Pony shows. Well, cheers to you, Lauren.
Nailed it.
Home run.
You've taken it from a nice, quaint little kid show into Creep Town.
She successfully changed the My Little Pony franchise from something that only little girls could watch into something truly anyone can connect with and enjoy.
Oh, my God.
Read that as fisting. Because there's some ugliness going on.
Oh, yeah.
I got some interesting Brony facts if you want to continue on in this, or are you too nauseated?
Well, no,
point?
I'm fascinated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these are clearly some sick motherfuckers, but
approximately 4 out of every 5 Brony is a guy.
Wait, you can be a female Brony?
I couldn't.
That doesn't make any sense.
They're all guys now.
Well, that's like that dentist thing. Fucking 4 out of 5 dentists prefer Trident or something. Yeah. It's like 4 out of 5 bronies are dudes. Yeah. Like, wait, bro's in the title, man. I'm just saying. So, how does that make any sense? How does that make any? I mean, somebody has made that statistic of like, you know what? We can't be 100% here. We've got to give them that 90% or 80% of. It's almost all dudes.
Because that's going to put some doubt in my mind if I hear that one of them might be.
One's a chick.
This might be legit then.
Yeah.
This might be something I want to look at for my kids.
Yeah. No. At no time. Ever.
While the number of bronies in the U.S. continues to grow, the amount of bronies outside the U.S. is growing even faster. This means the phenomenon is growing internationally. Over half of all bronies are from the United States, I would imagine. Yeah.
Well, don't we lead the world
California.
in pedophiles?
Yeah.
A quarter of our population's in California. Probably about 90% of those dudes are bronies out there.
The most isolated brony in the world is the lone brony in Fiji. Nearly 2,880 miles from fellow bronies in Australia.
There's
know. One. There's all brony.
They know that for a fact?
Yeah, sure.
It's
on the internet.
They've pinpointed it.
Yeah. We got one there.
He probably, how they know. He probably puts together one of those little meetings on the weekends, brony conventions, whatever. Yeah. Nobody shows up. He sets out donuts and stuff every time, just waiting. But not full size ones, the mini ones, but like a pack, just like 6 of them. He's like, if somebody shows up, I've already had my powdered 6. This guy,
you guys go nuts.
Just crush them. Let's get in there. I've got the pack of the coconut, too, if you want that.
You can see him with one of the, whatever the characters are, you can see him with one of, their big head on top, him wearing that as a hat, one of those hats.
Like a horse
Like a little stuffed animal hat on top.
We should have found out which characters. That would have been much funnier. Rainbow Pony.
Now, we don't have numbers. We don't have digits here.
No.
But Africa is the continent with the least amount of bronies, I would imagine.
Well, yeah,
that sounds about right.
Dude, they got stuff to do. They're terrorizing villages. There's warlords in Africa. I don't got time for bronies.
No, I have the brony attitude here.
Wait,
if you want to hear about the brony attitude,
is it like the pledge? Well, is it like a Girl Scout pledge?
No, it's not a pledge. It's just the various attitudes they have throughout their
membership. So they've got designations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I want to hear these.
The brony attitudes vary. They include, I am brony. That's
Hear me
one.
roar.
Yep. Yep. I am brony. Pat me down.
Yeah. Find all my illegal contraband and child pornography in room B.
Any fan of friendship is magic is a brony. What?
Yeah, you gotta read that
I'm
one
reading that
again.
That's how it's written. Any friend of friendship is magic is a brony.
Friend of friendship. So is that like the slightly slower group of
I can't
bronies?
do it. Oh my god. Bronies can be either male or female. We discussed that. But
apparently.
but come on.
Yeah.
But come on.
It's Stop it.
Yeah.
You just made up a statistic. All bronies are dudes.
Yeah.
Quit it.
In that case, should female fans be called Pegasisters?
Shut up. Somebody wrote that.
Yeah. People who call themselves bronies are embarrassing.
Well, that's true.
Bronies are too active on the internet. I thought these were.
Is this hate mail? You reading hate
No,
mail?
these are. I guess these are just attitudes toward bronies. That's
okay.
how it should have been written.
Ah.
Yeah, bronies try too hard to convince others to watch the show. I'd imagine.
Yeah, because you got to be trying pretty hard to get other grown men to watch a cartoon.
I didn't. What is that? Can I
know.
if I wanted to tune into it?
I don't know.
What would I do?
I have no idea.
You have to have.
I've not even heard of it. I thought
No.
like Saturday morning you have the cartoon run generally, but I've never heard of this show. I know My Little Pony, but I didn't know there was a show called Friendship Town America. I don't know, whatever it is. Magic.
Yeah.
Friendship America Magic.
Yeah.
It's all the same. I'm killing it, but I don't know. I don't know. It's insane.
Weekly brony activities.
What?
Include watching episodes, listening to brony music,
Vigorous masturbation.
listening to music from the show, reading brony fantic.
Stuff they made up
Is that it?
about the show. Yeah.
And the aforementioned fisting. Now,
Of their own anal cavity.
now you know what? This is a note I made to myself because I got on when we first decided we wanted to talk about this. I did. I plugged in,
Checked it
got
out.
on the internet and checked out the bronies, all this and stuff. You would be surprised. You almost cannot find anything negative about them on the internet. This group has such a strong web presence. It's actually difficult to find anything negative about them. That's the note I made to
Yet.
myself that I wanted to tell you.
Yet. Because I haven't started hitting message boards. Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm going to start being like, okay. See, like they threw out the fake statistic of 4 out of 5. What's the mean or median age of the bronies? Did you find that?
No, but
You just said 21 is the average
21's the average.
starting age?
That's what I'm going to say.
Because I don't
Yeah.
think, God, it's so creepy.
No, yeah.
Ugh.
I see a lot of 46 to 54s
Ex-convicts, yeah,
in there.
looking
Mm-hmm.
for an angle.
Yeah.
And the brony train
Getting on there.
is that angle.
Yeah.
I feel like that's got to be a rampant serial killer
I guess I didn't
membership
print.
too.
I thought I had printed the names of the little characters, but it is. I mean, there's like that one that I
This rainbow pony, probably.
That's
gotta be.
Sparkly Pegasus,
Oh,
Star
they got-
Magic.
So they're like
Fun.
stripper names.
Well, sure.
I'm
yeah.
starting to pick up why these dudes like this show.
Shaft Clapper was one of them. I'm not
Ass
sure what
clapper.
that one-
I don't
Not sure
don't
what that
know.
one does. Yeah, but yeah, that I just thought
That's
that was
insane.
fascinating.
That's incredible.
And trying
The
to
world's
convince
full
me
of
that
awesome
you're not going to
people.
convince me that that's
That those dudes aren't
normal
pedophiles.
psychology we're dealing in. Yeah, something's going on there. And they all the websites that I found that they are everything I found was pro brony. I even plugged in jokes about bronies.
Yeah.
And you will only see jokes that they make. You know what I'm saying? You
So-
can't
oh, yeah,
scroll down and find.
They're trying to be like when you're on the schoolyard or something, or you're in front of people and you trip and you try to like jog into it.
Yeah.
They're trying to like round the curve, man, so you can't make fun of them. You know, they're like, oh, we make fun of ourselves. Like, you guys are super lame. So And
Yeah.
you're pedophiles. Come on.
Yeah.
It's going to come out. There's a ring of bronies. It's going to come out like that this whole brony connection is like a sex trafficking ring.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because it's just a way of them.
They got code names.
It's a conduit for them to connect with
other pedophiles.
Kids they shouldn't be connecting with.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah,
I believe that.
I'm not a
That's
fan.
it about bronies. That's all I got on your brony.
On
Jabroni.
the bronies. On the yeah, dude. That's what we should have called them.
My name being Jim. If I was a brony.
You be jabroni.
Oh.
You are now.
Oh, God.
Let's you know what we should do?
Want me to apply?
Well, first, we got to fill out our apps, send those in to the coordinating director. Where's he based out of? I don't know. He's probably a P.O. box somewhere.
Yeah,
somewhere in Oregon.
State or federal institution.
Somewhere in Oregon or Washington, out in the sticks, I'm sure. But we'll mail that in. We should bring it up at our LARPing group, too, this weekend.
Yeah, we should.
We'll get the guild together.
From the cliffs of Marvin.
Mount your steeds! Brody's ride! So let's tell them about our journey into opening our company bank account.
Oh, man.
Now, first of all,
okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you something. I didn't know that you literally had to sign a document, not only giving up your left testicle, but a child later to be mentioned when you sign up for this CIA/FBI contract to deposit your own money into a bank account. It was insane. But the best part about it was when we got there. Like, clearly they thought we were going to rob them as soon as we walked in. Well, at least me.
Well, I was waiting
you look
for
professional.
Yeah, but I was waiting for you
and
out in the parking
lot.
Yeah, and I pulled right up in front of the front window where all these ladies, the average, the mean temperature of the room was about, I'd say 63. Would you say years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they kept pinning their faces up against the window because I was like the only vehicle in the parking lot parked right in front of their window, and they just kept looking out. And then they would you could see that look on their face where they'd turn back and talk to their co-workers.
You dial that 911?
Yeah, you
get it ready.
Keep it hovering.
Cheryl, where's that taser? Where's that taser? You're going to need it for this one.
Yeah, so that was the start of it for me. And then you arrived.
And I looked like I was a homeless person. So they were like, okay, these guys have teamed up.
Yeah.
You arrived early, cased it, called in the criminal.
But the funny part was when we walk in, okay, because you and we're always jokesters.
Yeah. So
we walk into this place that's quieter than any library.
Yeah.
You would walk into.
Not a lot going on.
Silent, okay? And right down the center is one of those places where you stand up and write your information or whatever. Yeah, your deposit slips and stuff. And it's a long thing that right in the center of the room. So you and I, for some reason, instead of walking side by side, I guess we didn't want to look, like awesome. We were together.
Even though we were.
Yeah. We decided to split it off. So we split ourselves off. The only thing we were missing was like black gym bags.
Oh, yeah. And hockey masks. Yeah. Just oosh. You pulled like the Heat, man.
Because we walk in, we're loud. We're laughing and we're loud. We walk in, we split the room. You go to one side of the room, I go to the other, and we approach that cashier table at 100 miles per hour. Yeah. So
I think the heart was fluttering a bit until all we asked for is, hey, can we open an account?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then but then that's when it really got fun. Because like, not only did it start great where it looked like we were going to rob them, but once we procured somebody to assist with the account, that's when the magic happened because we had to explain what we wanted the account for.
She said, "What kind of business do you have?" Cory says, "Online entertainment."
And that's it.
Silence. Crickets are chirping.
Like for 5 minutes. Yeah. It was painfully long.
It really was. And she wouldn't even sit down. We stood in front of her desk. There were two chairs right behind our kneecaps. And she did not say, have a seat, gentlemen, or anything.
Nothing.
She stood, we stood, and she just gave us an ocular pat down the entire time.
She assessed our threat level.
She did. And so, yeah, that didn't help when you said online entertainment. And she's like, well, I'm going to need more than that information than that. And we tried.
I should have said midget porn after that. I should have just said it.
Well, you didn't need to, because that's what was in her brain.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Or that or child pornography. That's what she was thinking for sure. Mixed in with gambling because she handed us the gambling act thing, like illegal gambling, something. I don't know. I didn't read it. Just signed it. But, which that's what you should do. Don't read contracts, folks.
No.
That's for suckers.
But, and I guess apparently it's a mistake if you go into a bank and you're fully prepared.
Yeah. Not only did we have all of our documents ready.
Everything ready.
It should have taken 5 minutes.
Yep. Everything she asked for. Do you have your Do you have your Do you have your yes, that's right here. Oh, I got like two of those. I got two. Oh. And then she's like, and then she was sure she had me with the last thing. I don't remember what it was, but she's like, now, I do need to ask you if you have. Yep. And there it is. She's like, oh,
it was pretty awesome.
Yeah. And then she's stammering all over herself saying, I got to go make copies of all this. And we're just like, we're too accommodating apparently. So that that is suspect. If you're overly accommodating, well, yes, ma'am, make as many copies as you need. I apologize that I didn't make copies for you.
Speaking of which, you free this Wednesday because we got a shoot coming up, and we're pegging you. This is for our seniors edition.
It's that blue hair.
Come on, girl.
Do the curtains match? Anyway, listen, we gotta take a quick break. We're gonna be right back. Hey B-Teamers, this is Jim, letting you know that our quality, all-cotton, pre-shrunk tagless tee is now available in our store. From the beach to the boardroom, nothing says, hey, look at me, I'm adequate, like a B-Team with Cory and Jim t-shirt. So go to our website at point19productions.com and get you some. Brought to you by Verdant Fields Nudist Camp. Get in touch with your outer self. Enjoy ping pong, volleyball, and our famous bottomless buffet. Visit our website at www.buffisbeautiful.com.
Hi, this is author Emma Woods. When I have an hour to burn, I listen to the B-Team with Cory and Jim.
And we're back. So anyway, the saga continued. It took 3.5 hours to tell her, or for her to tell us that she needed another hour to prepare the account for our signatures.
Right. Yeah, and that was what was weird because she first said, you got, when she was really doubtful on the online entertainment, and I'm doing finger quotes, she said, well, is it okay if I make copies of everything and then call you when it's all ready to go? And we were both like, yes, if I don't have to sit here and smell you for another 2 hours, that's great. But no, we didn't do that.
No.
We sat there for 2 hours.
Awkwardly.
And then she said,
pee. This place didn't have a bathroom.
Well, it didn't have a public bathroom.
Right. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Because you know me, anytime that's any kind of a situation that's going to require my attention for a long period of time, I got to pee immediately. And it just gets worse. But that just seemed to drag on, man. I thought for sure I was going to have to hose down and plant a ficus in the corner. I was going to have to nail it. It looked a little thirsty anyway. She's a neglectful person, clearly.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it was awesome. It was an awesome experience. Because we should tell people we had a bank account before that. And that took literally like 10 minutes. They made some copies. We signed some stuff.
Sure, they raped us.
Oh, yeah. They touched our...
I was sore. I was touched, and I was sore when I came out of there. And as a matter of fact, out of that experience, I taught my kids a lesson about banking. Because they wanted to know, hey, what did you and Cory go do today? So I told them. In only the way you can kids. Yeah. I sat them down and told them a story about banking. I said, boys, Have a seat. I'm going to tell you about banking. I'm going to make it real simple. Banking is easy. First, you give me the ball. Then I charge you every time you want to play with the ball.
Yeah.
Okay? I'll also charge you if you give the ball to someone else and a small monthly fee for holding on to your ball. So now, yeah, they were crystal
super accurate.
clear.
Yeah.
They were crystal, because that's everything that they wanted to do with us at the first bank.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yep.
And then some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm surprised there wasn't a door fee for each time we entered and left the bank that we'd be charged.
Pen usage fee.
Yeah.
Paper writing
we
on.
have to replace those chains every 6 months because they rust.
They wear out, man. You know what I'm saying? It gets humid in here. You don't know. Okay, we try to regulate it, bro, but shit's crazy.
It's a bank, man.
Okay? Wall Street, you know? It's high octane in here, man. Okay, stress levels are at peak.
I come in here on Monday morning, 0 to 100, man.
You know, I'm in here wheeling and dealing, bro. Okay? I make I get 1,000 of these deals a day. Okay? You're just white bread, right? You white noise out here.
You're static.
You're swimming with sharks, bro.
I had a lady come through the other day, man, came through the drive-thru. Yeah, clearly an idiot. Wanted to put a roll of quarters through the drive-thru. Come on!
What is this? Fucking Bush League. Huh? What do we look like? Disneyland out here? Okay, this is a professional establishment for banking. Get out of here. I'm gonna look at you, make me sick. Yeah, I feel like that's what it's like.
So that was
behind
the first
scenes.
bank.
Yeah. So then, yeah, that's why we opened a new account.
Yes, we did.
Thinking
Oh,
it would
yeah.
be exactly as rapey, but faster. Yeah. You know, this rape took a lot longer.
Yeah, the second rape was because we both thought that it was going to be kinder and gentler because everybody in there was 100 years old.
Yeah.
They were all grandmothers. It smelled like cookies in there. They were baking something.
Some gingery
thing in there.
For sure. With some cinnamon.
But yeah. And then we walk through like the insane clown posse on these ladies, and they're like,
mind you,
Doris!
All I had on was a hoodie.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. Done. They're like, call the chief of police.
Just go ahead and call Scott and have him stand by.
We need the SWAT team. It's going down. These sons of bitches finally came.
That fat one took 2 mints. That bowl of mints had 81 in it. It now has 79.
I just restocked that today. That son of a...
Those are Star Mints from the Dollar Tree. I pay with those out of my own pocket.
Okay, nobody reimburses me for that. They're buttery. They're delicious. And now you're fat.
Fatty McButterpants out there has to have 2 of them.
Oh, banking's awesome. Do it. Just do it.
Get you an account.
Yeah, man.
Get out there.
Get out in the world. Start making some business deals.
But that's what we did. That's all the stuff we have to go through just to sell you some T-shirts and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, everything's all easy. You can just make some T-shirts and sell them. Yeah, no. Not if you don't want to go to prison.
How do people go? Yeah, how do people go in business?
Well, that's what my wife said.
I've seen idiots. I know, seriously, people like walking into wall idiots who have businesses, man. They cannot have gone through the stuff, jumped through the hoops that we've jumped through.
Yeah, because
just to be able to talk like...
but the IRS, when they find out about those dudes, that's the guys that end up next to Capone out in Alcatraz, man. Yeah, it's been ridiculous, though, to sell some teas. Unreal. Unreal. Anyway, so I don't really have a conspiracy for today. It's more of a general. I was listening to Coast to Coast last night.
Oh, I love it.
And the topic of shadow people. We've talked about it briefly on the show. Came up. Yeah. And I heard a kind of a creepy story. You'll like this. As a British dude, and he's an EMT. This is like primary job, but he also does ghost hunting on the side, you know, and he writes books about it. Well, he wanted to do one since he was in the medical field about all these little haunted hospitals, which hospitals are creepy enough. Then you throw the haunted swing on the end of it. Yeah. It just makes it worse, you know. So anyway, this guy's talking about how he visited this hospital, and because he was wanted to do some investigations. People heard some stories. Said, I hear footsteps going up and down the stairwells behind me. I'm seeing these shadow people in the hallways. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna check this out. So he's looking down this hallway. There's somebody with him, okay? Because you don't want to. First of all, you don't ever go to a haunted house by yourself, because that's where you just disappear. Yeah. Jot that down in your notebook, kids. In your Nancy Drew special. Anyway, so he's standing with somebody else, and this apparently he's with a female, and she's shorter. So she says to him, they have like flashlights and stuff. They turn them off, because everything's got to be dark.
Why?
Because, bro, the shadow people don't like light. Think about it.
Well, everything's a shadow if it's in the dark.
Well, not
right.
No, because you need some light to make a shadow, which is odd. But anyway, so this little woman sees the shadow person and says to dude who doesn't see it at first, there's something is, So he said he crouched down to her height level to peer down this hallway, and he said he saw this, what looked like a head bobbing out and then bobbing back into a room, like kind of thing, like they're peeking. Like trying to find her. And so he's thinking to himself, there's construction going on this side of the hospital. It's a tree branch. He's like, it's windy. You can hear the wind. And all I'm seeing is a shadow play of a branch. So they start, walking down the hallway. And then all of a sudden he said he can see a full-blown figure, silhouette of a person.
Okay.
And it starts walking at him. Now, normally, if you hear these stories, it's like, oh, they disappear before they get to the people.
Right.
Like by the time they get to
them, turned into smoke.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, this one, man. He's like, I walked, its shoulder brushed through mine. He said through, and then it went behind them. And so he turned around and he said, I was like, what the hell is that? Like he yelled it to the little lady. And then the whole hallway was dark. Well, apparently they call this shadow person Big Black, which I thought was hilarious. A little racist, but.
Isn't there a comedian called?
Well, the dude from Deer Neck, yeah. I thought of that too. I was like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Because, they call him Big Black because he apparently can black out an entire hallway.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, that's super creepy. And so, I did my own little research on these shadow people. Apparently, people think they're demons or evil.
Some do. Yeah.
Yeah. Or just shadowy folks.
I'm going to interject really
interject
quick.
something.
I've got my own research on the shadow people, but I want to say this right now. It's documented that I'm a full blown what the scientists call pussy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I have no manly pursuits. I'm not the strongest man, the toughest man. I don't get angry about a lot. But I'm going to tell you this: if I see anything bobbing out from behind a doorway or something that's trying to scare me, I refuse to be pursued. Does that make sense to you? I will not be pursued by anything. I will pursue you. You don't have to, you cannot dress like a clown and stand in a hallway and just stare at me and have me run away or fall to the floor and cower. I'm coming after you because I'm so scared I'm going to destroy you. I am not even joking. I'm not trying to be funny right now.
Well, you're being hilarious, but let me throw it a curveball, okay? Because, that's all well and good to say that.
Sure.
Okay? But you're not going to pursue a full-grown Bengal tiger, okay? It's going to pursue you and maul you to death.
Well,
you could be as terrified as you want to be, but that's not going to stop shit from it sinking its teeth right into your neck and then choking you out until you perish.
Okay, so there are two exceptions to this. The Bengal tiger.
Yeah.
More than likely a Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking it while I was saying it.
I'm not going to fist fight a Sasquatch.
If there's a 9-foot tall skunk smelling squatch over there, making
some of that,
I'm gonna go ahead and walk.
You know what? Nope.
I'm gonna go ahead and just head the other direction. So yeah, some of my story was bullshit right there. Some of it was.
We had to hit the easy button on that.
In those cases where,
if it looks like a shadowy girl figure,
yeah,
you'll be
There's a little girl.
You're gonna try to
It's like
assault
those two little girls on
The Shining.
The Shining. The two little girls in the hallway. No, I'm going full run at them with everything I got. I'm going to plant a shoulder in each of their little heads. Yeah.
And that's when Jim got arrested for assaulting 2 3-year-old girls who dressed up on Halloween.
Yeah. So don't. That's what I tell people because I have a real fear of clowns, and people say, "Oh man, I'm gonna dress up like a clown and come and scare you." So don't.
No.
I'm going to stab you to death.
I know better.
Kick your
I'm going to
throat.
do clown cutouts on cardboard and plant them all around your house like a fence perimeter.
Now
Then watch the meltdown. Somehow you're going to fashion a chainsaw, and then it's going to be like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, just hosing down clown-shaped items. So you're probably a wonder in a haunted house. Then you're probably awesome. You ever go to those?
No.
We got to do it. We got to do it.
I've been to one. Okay, now there was a girl I dated, like right after high school. She was literally, no joke, 4'10" and a half.
Legally a midget. Nice.
4'10" and a half.
Or a little person. Excuse me.
Jimmy likes his shorties.
Hey. What up, girl?
But she was tiny, and she took me. She always wanted to go to this haunted house that she kept telling me about. And I'm like, oh man, I don't want to go. At the time, I didn't draw a sober breath ever during that time. I was when we went out. I was hammered when we went out. So
best time to go to haunted house.
It's time to go. So truthfully, this is the first time I've ever told anyone this story. Here's this tiny little girl. I mean, you know me. I'm 6'1". And was
a hefty lad.
Was a bigger fella. And she is at 4'10" and a half. I held on to her jacket, the back of her jacket, and closed my eyes. And she led us through the whole thing. Because when we're done, she's asking me, she's like, "Oh, did you see?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, that was great."
Awesome.
And I didn't see a thing. I did not see a thing. Nice. Nothing.
Well, but if you were super hammered in one of those places, you'd be puking, man. They got those strobe lights everywhere. Oh, you'd go into a fit of rage. I feel like that's a super dangerous place to take drugs or alcohol and then just walk into it. Because either you're coming out of there with assault charges or the actors in there are going to beat your ass because you've already hurt somebody.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There's a growing interest in the phenomenon of shadow people. What are they? Are they ghosts, interdimensional beings, time travelers, something else?
Shadowy people.
Nobody knows.
Misunderstood.
What was that?
Shadow.
You're sitting comfortably on your sofa, reading the latest issue of something or other.
Jugs.
In the dim light, when a movement across the room caught your attention. It seemed dark and shadowy, but there was nothing there. You return to your reading, and a moment later, there it is again. You look up quickly this time and see a fleeting but distinctly human shape of the shadow pass quickly over the far wall and disappear.
Oh, my. Oh, no.
What was that? Those who are experiencing and studying the shadow people phenomenon say that these entities almost always used to be seen out of the corner of the eye and very briefly. But more and more people are beginning to see them straight on and for longer periods of time. Some experiencers testify that they have even seen eyes, usually red, on these shadow beings.
Yeah.
The mysterious sightings have become a hot topic of conversation in paranormal chat rooms, message boards, websites, and the B Team with Cory and Jim podcast.
Age, sex, location.
What are shadow people and where do they come from? Several theories have been offered. The imagination.
Yep. Dark, you're hammered, and you're out in the cemetery.
Yep.
It's a good place to party. If you have free seating pretty much everywhere. And yeah, then you see some weird stuff, man. See some weird stuff.
Ghosts? Are they ghosts?
I don't know. Probably. That's what most people think. It's some kind of spirit or entity. Demonic, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it'll handsy.
By almost any definition, shadow people are somewhat different than ghost phenomena. Whereas ghost apparitions are almost always a misty, white, vapor-like, or have a decidedly human form and appearance. shadow beings are much dark and more shadow-like.
That's really scientific and thorough.
And this is the one you mentioned earlier. Demons or other spirit entities. The dark countenance and malevolent feelings that are often reported in association with these creatures has led some researchers to speculate that they may be demonic in nature.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you how to. You know how to just get rid of all these shadow people?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you right now. Flashlights. Boom. Game over.
Flashlights?
No. Flash.
Oh.
If you want to get rid of something else, that's when you use a flashlight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Those are, okay.
Yeah. People, if you don't know, just,
Mm-hmm.
when you're not at work or around children, Google it. You'll find out. If you don't know.
And they may be a sponsor soon, by the way.
Yeah?
Just to let you know.
All right. Hey.
I'm not joking.
Awesome.
Nobody else knows about that, so don't tell any of the listeners.
Reveal. Nice.
If they are demons, we have to wonder what their purpose or intent is in letting themselves be seen in this manner. Is it merely to frighten?
Probably.
Why would they? Really?
Well,
you're a ghost. Okay, you're dead. You've lived your life
Yeah.
as Cory. Okay?
Yeah.
Had a wife, a family.
Yeah. Did some stuff.
Smoked a pipe
Probably.
for your last few years.
Sure.
And you're dead. Why you hang?
Well, I'm not
what
a
are you
demon,
doing?
bro. I'm not a demon. I'm a ghost. There's a difference.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling.
But it says demons or other spirit entities. Would you be an other spirit entity, or are you just a straight up ghost if you just die?
You got to be a straight up ghost.
Okay.
I would assume. I don't know. See, so they're weird people, man.
So what are your plans, though? I want to know now.
Me?
Are you coming back, or what are you going to
I
do?
don't know. We'll find out. I don't want to make plans.
Well, tell me now,
if I
because I'm
flake
older
on
than
those.
you.
But if I flake on those plans, then you'll be pissed because you'll be like, oh, well, he said he's gonna be a ghost, and then if I go shadow person on you,
Yeah.
then you're gonna be all mad, and then it's gonna be a rift, and we're gonna get all.
And I'll know it's you because you'll have a hoodie and flip flops.
Yeah, you hear that little me walking down the hall. Like
I'll hear that. I'll hear that, and you won't even be walking. Interdimensional beings or time travelers is another possibility. Even
Yeah, I've heard
mainstream
that.
science is fairly convinced that there are dimensions other than the three we inhabit. And if these other dimensions exist, who or what inhabits them?
Squatch.
Oh, that's right. You
Yeah.
believe that they are.
Gotta be, man. Got to be. You can't. Fleer can't catch him, man.
No?
You know what I'm saying? That thing can see like a dune bug on a hill like 80 billion yards away.
FLIR is forward-looking infrared for the listeners.
For heat vision.
Yeah.
To simplify it, it's heat.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's all it is.
We got good news. If we're done with shadow people, you ready to close shadow people?
They exist. Don't go looking for them.
I was invited and successfully went through all stages to become a professional
Ghost hunter.
Connect 4 player.
Oh, let me clean up.
Yeah. Why don't you tell them about that? Because I don't want to be bragging on myself.
No, I will tell them about that.
Thank you.
If you don't know, shame on you. There is a professional Connect 4 league. Well, there's several, but the one that Jim partakes in, let's just say this. You've got the NBDL, or the D League.
Sure.
And then you've got the NBA. Jim partakes in
Yeah.
what you would consider the NBA of Connect 4.
Thank you.
Like the elite of the elite.
Yeah.
Now, you wouldn't think, just your average night of Connect 4 playing, that there's a multitude or a myriad, if you will, of strategies that could play out. Because most people are just throwing checkers down a thing and trying to Connect 4, right? That's the whole point of the game. Try that with a professional. Okay, you're going to make it about 3 moves.
Please.
And then it's going to be over. Now, you might ask yourself, wait, there's 4. How can I lose in 3? Well, you're already behind the curve. Okay. All right. We're talking about pros. All right. First of all, check the rules. All right. Just give them a perusal and then try to dabble. Call one of them up. They're available. There's chat rooms.
I've usually won before you've dropped your first check.
Oh, yeah. It's all a
And
mental
that's what we
game.
call them. The check, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, well, I didn't know that. I'm not a pro.
You drop them in
Sure, yeah.
the slot.
It's a check.
It's called a check.
Yeah.
You know what the slot is called?
A mate? A hole?
Slot.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be something fancier, but no.
You
That
got
makes
your
sense.
1 slot, your 2 slot,
Yeah.
your 3 slot,
Uh-huh.
and then the 4 slot.
Let's check the facts.
Yep.
But see,
Yeah.
now, I don't want to, I'll let you brag on yourself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Your record all time, Connect 4, professionally.
No, okay.
You don't need
that's the
amateur.
question.
I mean, if you want to throw in the amateur one as well, that's just going to impress people more. But I feel like you just touch on the professional record to let people know how serious it is when they step to the blue pillars and the yellow grid.
3,316 wins, 1 tie.
No losses.
0 losses.
Google it. You won't find any information because it's top secret. This is the first you're going to hear about it.
This is Vegas Leagues, people.
Boom.
Okay?
You got to know people to get into this. Got to know people. I tried to play Jim and Connect 4 one time, and
No.
3 months later, I got out of a coma.
Mhm.
And
Did you even get it out of the box that night?
I don't remember. It was like, hey man, you want to play
Just
Connect
a
4?
board.
Blackout.
Yeah.
Nothing. It was like I got Chris Angel mind raped. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
I don't think
I
it's
had-
mind rape.
I think it is.
Okay.
I haven't seen the show, but I'm pretty certain. But I had, and the weirdest thing is, like, normally I don't know. I'm not big on coma research. I haven't, but and I don't know if what happens, what you normally think about in a coma.
Mhm.
All mine were night terrors of Connect 4 games.
See.
Like
It's usually cheese and spider webs.
for you?
No, for everyone else.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Coma. I did do coma research.
oh,
Mhm.
cheese and
But go
spider.
ahead.
No, I didn't have any of that.
So, okay.
Now, there was one spider web that I was in, and then all of a sudden, this giant spider in the shape of a Connect 4 game board piece thing was trying to eat me. That happened. So that's maybe the two coming together. It was horrible. It was the worst 3 months of my life. Well, I know. You crushed people's dreams.
3,316 wins, 1 draw.
Do you know that we should also tell people this, because I'm going to add to your lore. The guy that you tied with, he committed suicide the next day. Couldn't,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You come that close to greatness and fail.
Well, and once
And
again,
we should tell people, too, that
he cheated.
Well, not that, but you were asleep.
Yeah.
He's asleep Connect 4 as well. That's how he gets so good. He trains all the time.
Listen, thanks for covering for me, but I wasn't asleep. Okay, as
All right,
embarrassed
fair
as I
enough.
am to say it, okay? I was in a rager. I was
Bender,
blind.
yeah.
Yeah,
You were Connect 4ing
yeah.
just by feel,
hmm
you know. So, and that's dangerous.
Oh, there were well over. I mean, it's documented. Well over 2,200 of my games were played while I was legally blind by intoxication. So it's in
That
the
seems
book. It's
legit.
in the book.
Yeah, that seems
and
legit.
it's not a book I'm writing. There,
No.
there are guys that write books about me all the
Is
time.
it an autobiography? That's the one where somebody else writes it about you, right? The autobiography.
That's the one where you masturbate and you
Oh,
hang
with
yourself.
ow, ow. Sorry, I got excited. Yeah.
Why did you jump up on your table?
Because, bro, you know I get when we talk about Connect 4.
Or auto asphyxiation?
Autoerotic asphyxiation. Everybody knows those are my two favorite things. Those are my two favorite.
Oh man, we've got to move on from this
Yeah, I know.
silliness.
All right. We got a news story. It's hot. It's a hot, fresh take.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes place in Cleveland, well, near Cleveland, Ohio. Not in Cleveland, Ohio.
Bath, right?
Bath, yes, Bath, Ohio. And most people, probably most adults, know who Jeffrey Dahmer is.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know the history of Jeffrey Dahmer, he grew up, or was, in his formative years, he was in Ohio, particularly Bath.
I feel very confident in saying that Jeffrey Dahmer would have been a brony.
For sure.
Yeah, thanks.
He
That's
might have
all
been
I'm
the-
going to add to this.
He might have been the first, bro.
The rest of this is yours, but I just wanted to add that. There's no question.
Anywho, the Ohio childhood home of serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer is available for rent. Okay? The reason why is because this year in Cleveland, Ohio, the Republican National Convention is being held, which I've heard that, like, people who rent or like apartments there are literally moving out and then renting their apartments or like subletting it to people for this convention for like thousands and thousands of dollars. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So somebody, I guess whoever owns Jeffrey Dahmer's childhood house, is also doing the same thing. And this is the alleged price tag on it. $8,000 a month.
Per month?
Per month. The price went up, and so, you know, some of this little news story got kind of caught just because it's kind of a weird thing. Most people, if you don't know this about Jeffrey Dahmer, this house that is up for rent right now, that's where he committed his first murder. Drugged the body back and buried it in the backyard.
Wow.
78.
Bet that place smells like feet.
Feet and clowns. Anyway, so after it was listed for $8,000 and the media attention, everything else like that kind of started to increase, dude upped it, or well, his real estate company upped it to $10,000 a month. Because my thing is, dude, like, I can understand if you come to the Republican convention to do your thing, you know, your politic thing, but why on earth are you going to spend $10,000 to hang out in a creepy house where dude got murdered and buried?
That's not I'm waiting for the end because I want to talk about what is to me the most fascinating part of this entire story.
Okay. Well, I'll give a little backstory about Dahmer here. He was convicted in 1992 for murder and dismemberment of 17, count them, 17 boys and men, some of whom he ate. Okay, this is over a period of 14 years. He was beaten to death in 1994 by a prison inmate who was serving 15, while he was serving his 15 life sentences in Wisconsin. That's where most of the murders took place when he moved there from Ohio. So yeah, this house, 2,100 square feet, mid-century, modern, true park-like setting, and smoking and animals are okay. So if you want to bring your dog to bury or uncover some more dead bodies, you just throw them in the car. So basically, yeah, if you wanna hang out, Republican National Convention, just rent Dahmer's house, man. $10,000 a month. I'll let you touch on what you want to touch on.
Well, the most fascinating part of the story, and I was reading along with you, is that the group trying to sell this, the realtor Howard Hanna, he listed prior to listing it for the National Convention. He listed it. And he actually put in the listing that this is Jeffrey Dahmer's childhood home.
Well, yeah, man.
You know what? I mentioned that before we went on the air, and you were like, "Yeah, I really understand why he did that." And to me, that is ridiculous.
You think that would be a negative?
Come on.
I think it would be. I think it's smart, man, because there's a bunch of weirdos out there be like, dude, I want to buy Jeffrey Dahmer's house, you know?
You know what? And you hit it right on the head, okay? Because the guy who currently owns the home, his name is Chris Butler. Yeah. He's a member of the Akron-based punk band, The Waitresses. Mm-hmm. He bought the house in 2005 for $295,000 after its history was disclosed, and they couldn't reach him for comment. So yeah, a guy in a punk band called The Waitresses. Never in my life have heard of him. Never. But he could afford $295,000
for this house, yeah.
For Jeff's house.
Yeah, old Jeff's house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so there's your clientele.
That's a crazy story. $10,000 to rent a house that people got murdered in. Or around or near.
Or got buried.
Under.
And that's the ones they know of. I mean, are you gonna decide to put in a pool or something sometime?
Not only are you going to have thousands of animal carcasses, but yeah, you will find a couple of the bodies in there for sure.
Yeah, because he didn't tell them everybody.
Why would he? He don't need to.
Why? No.
It's like, you found the severed heads in my fridge in Wisconsin, bro.
Yeah. You killed 2, you might as well have killed 2,000.
Yeah, I don't need to tell you about the 40 other ones back in Bath, Ohio.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man, it's just a little crazy. I can't believe somebody would actually pay that, though. But I'm sure there's some weirdo, man, that's like, who's all Republican-y, and then he wants to also be like, you know what, I'm going to drop 10 G's to go hang out at Jeff's house, JD's place.
You think Jeff has some Republican support?
Yeah, he might. He might. I tell you, this is how he would. If he was hunting ISIS, bro. Be all brothers like, yeah, man, Dahmer, bro. Yeah, wow. Yeah, they would. You know. You know.
Why don't you hit us with a Stevie
SRV?
Ray fact of the day?
Oh, I'm going to give you some of this. Your Stevie Ray fact of the day
Stevie Ray fact of the day
comes from none other than John Mayer.
Oh.
Ooh.
Singer-songwriter? John Mayer?
Just general love maker.
And
if you will.
troubadour. Some have called him a troubadour.
I'll co-sign.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he considers SRV, or Stevie Ray Vaughan, his guitar hero.
Nice.
Do you think Stevie Ray Vaughan is the guitar hero from the video games?
No.
No?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I feel like he
Nope.
could be.
No.
You don't think that's what they thought about when they made the game?
No.
It's like, Stevie Ray, we should make a game called Guitar Hero with him in mind.
No.
Not even a little bit.
I think they had dollar signs in them.
Well, sure.
That's all. When they made Guitar
think
Hero,
they
which
did.
has nothing to do with guitars or heroes.
How
But
dare you.
I know we've argued that before. We've argued it before, and we will again.
And-
we'll have to do that on air sometime.
We will.
Have our Guitar Hero, because it
Next
has
show.
one has nothing to do with the other. But go ahead.
Next show.
Nope.
But anyway, he considers Stevie Ray Vaughan his guitar hero, and even, he claims, has SRV tattooed on his arm. And I don't know that. I haven't confirmed it. But that's your Stevie Ray fact of the day.
You don't know him?
Mayer?
Yeah, you never met him.
John Mayer? I don't know.
John Meyer.
Have you
ever
seen
been to
that
his
video?
house?
Have you seen that video?
No.
My respect level for him grew like 1,000 when I saw this video that he made before a concert where he dressed up in a mascot outfit of a bear, and then he walked around the parking lot and he was like, "You guys excited for this John Mayer concert?" Just to piss off his own fans, and he was like taking photos with him and stuff. Nobody knew who he was. I was like, "Okay, yeah."
That's
I'll
pretty
give you
good.
that. I'll give you props for that because he just kept making fun of himself.
Dude, laughing at yourself. That's
He
it.
made fun of himself, man. It was pissing off like his fans were getting mad.
Yep.
It was awesome.
You want to be a B-teamer, first and foremost, you've got to laugh at yourself, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Got some emails, if you're interested.
Fire them up,
Got 3 of them.
as always.
Picked my favorite 3 from Steam Pink. He or she. I'm going to say girl. I'm going to say this is a
Nope,
girl. Steam
Brony.
Pink.
I'm gonna call this guy's a Brony.
So you're going to say all of our emails are from Bronies today. Is that what you're going to say?
Maybe. We'll see.
All right, Steve Pink says, love your show. Corey, what's the most danger you've been in while on a search for the elusive Bigfoot? What is the closest? Okay, that's the first part.
All right.
Okay,
Let me break
first
this
part.
down. Most danger.
The most
Okay.
dangerous, let's see. Corey, what is the most danger you've been in while on a search for the elusive Bigfoot? Yeah, tell us about that.
Okay. Most danger. Sometimes when you're squatch hunting, you get sent, you go to remote areas of the world, okay, where there's like nobody, just nature. Now, there's other predatory animals where the squatch lives or roams, where the sightings occur, right? Bears, mountain lions,
Ooh.
right? Huh? Snakes.
Oh, my.
But let me tell you this, okay? Some people don't know this. Don't think for a second that you're safe from a bobcat. Okay? They're tiny. They're looking cute. Oh, it's look like you feed them.
They got those little things on the end of their
little
ears.
Right, yeah, they're
Aw.
so cute.
Yeah.
One literally tried to murder me. I didn't know they could climb trees, and they hide in trees. I think when I was really close to a squatch one time, I know I told the story about me seeing the heel, but I had a second story, this one right here I'm about to tell you, where they're pungent. You can smell them, right? So I'm picking up a scent of a squatch. It let out a call to this bobcat, and I can't mimic it. I'm going to do my best, okay? It was something like that, right? And then this bobcat dude comes out of fucking nowhere,
Yeah.
like just like Batman, bro. Like you just see his cape, just in
Okay.
I look up because it's sunny out, and then its silhouette is rocketing towards my face. I could see its claws, glistening in the sun. Oh, well, I did a backward somersault, and I kicked it like you'd see it in like a ninja movie. Kicked its head right off its body. I have knife boots, knife blades, like we talked about in Roadhouse. So I sheared its head right off its body. Then I took its pelt and I fashioned a miniature ascot out of it, and I wore that the rest of my trip. It was nice. It helped keep me cool, but that's the most danger. I almost died.
Tattoo Bill says,
What's the second part of the
there's a
I
second
thought Pink
part.
Mist or whatever had another. Had another question.
What is the closest you've ever been to a Squatch?
The heel.
Yeah.
I saw that heel.
Yeah.
If you didn't hear the
She
story,
may
you
not
check
have heard
it out.
that story. Yeah.
It was middle of the night. Had to pee. Heard some crackling.
That was our first. If you go to our YouTube
Bill
page,
G.
yeah, go to the first Bill G show.
First Bill
'cause
G
we've had
show.
one or two since then, but go to the first Bill G show when they talk about that, and he tells that story about seeing the
Squatch heel.
squirrel's tail.
Squatch heel.
Mm-hmm. Tack 2 Bill says the St. Pat show was great. If each of you caught a leprechaun and he gave you 3 wishes, what would they be? Oh, and how's Whitey doing? I loved him. I loved his drinking stories.
Whitey's doing good.
Yeah, Whitey's awesome, by the way.
He's awesome.
He's the best.
He's good.
Yeah.
3 wishes. I bet you think I'm going to say world peace. Ha! It's a waste of a wish. I don't know. I'm
Well, you know what everybody says.
Yeah, I'm going to wish for 1,000,000 wishes.
Yep.
Which is, it's against the code.
Yeah, it is.
Most people don't know that.
It
You
is.
can't wish for 1,000,000
Leprechaun will
wishes.
smack you in the
Kill
face.
you. Straight,
Yeah.
just kill
Cut
you.
your throat. Wait.
They got boot knives too. Don't think because they're tiny.
Hey, mijo. Little Sam Elliott for you. He says, you remember when they're back on the dock?
I know, yes.
And they're fighting. He comes upon the fight
Roadhouse
just a little too late.
is amazing.
Hey, mijo. Okay.
Boot knife.
Okay.
Anyway, 3 wishes. Unlimited supply of caramel corn mixed with the cheese popcorn together. It's a good blend. If you haven't tried it, get on it. You go with a wish. Well, I'm thinking of my other ones. You got something locked in?
But all of mine have caveats.
Well, go.
Like, I could wish to be like the sexiest man alive. But do you know what would come with that? Whew.
Yeah.
Come on, it would not be.
It would be an
breeze.
unbelievable nonstop dudes trying to get on you.
So I just think mine would be, yeah. I think mine would just be like unlimited finances.
Yeah. To be comfortable.
Yeah.
Caramel
Health,
corn.
perfect health for the family and
Caramel
friends
corn, cheese popcorn blend.
and
Third
unlimited
wish.
chocolate pie
For
made by an Amish lady who actually has access to running water, who
And
can
soap.
wash her
And
hands
soap.
after she changes that little stinky Amish baby diaper. She doesn't go right back to cooking.
Grinding
Yeah.
up that dough.
No, she can wash her hands and then go back.
There's a
to
wish of mine. I got a
making
wish
my
right
pie.
here. I can eat anything I want.
Oh man!
And then I just, you don't, there's no negative effect. Like you can't get diabetes
Yes.
from pounding
Oh.
8 billion Butterfinger
yes, you can.
candy bars. Well, you now, but if I had that wish, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Thanks, Leprechaun.
That's pretty good.
I'll
That's
catch you
pretty
one of
good
these days, mother flipper.
Chadwick
Chad
says-
Rick
Chadwick.
or Wick?
Chadwick
Okay.
says, I attend Baylor and always do my laundry on Sunday
Bears,
night
baby. Woo!
while listening to your show. I have one question.
Go.
Is it necessary to pre-soak if I'm washing everything with cold water?
Just depends.
No, that doesn't depend at all.
Yes, it does.
I already have an answer to that.
Go. 'Cause I'm
No.
not
Not if you use a stain removal spray, because we
nope.
out here, because we live out here in God's country,
Sticks.
Amishville, we have a well, so we wash everything in
Cold water.
Yeah, and I mean we have access to hot water. Come on,
Yeah.
we're
You gotta
human.
boil it
We're
first,
human.
but
We're not Amish.
You gotta heat it up.
So yeah.
You know, it just depends on
We
your
have a spray that we and,
depends on your load, on your the soil load,
oh
the amount. Like if you chat on your clothes,
yeah
you're gonna want to pre-soak those.
yeah
The stain remover's not gonna take out
No.
chunks of poop. It's just not.
no.
That's just science.
So that's it. Zip up that mailbag.
God, our sound effects are good. They're super good. It's like professional grade. Where we at?
Oh, we're way over time.
Oh, we gotta wrap it up. All right.
Way over, but that's okay.
Point19productions.com. Point19productions@gmail.com. Travel little website. We got the shirts, t-shirts up for sale. So let us know what the size you want. Click the order button. Get them shipped out to you. Twitter, SoundCloud, our Twitter handle BT19, iTunes, Stitcher. Check out the show. Also on YouTube. Everybody knows that. Just give us a look, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
And
All that
remember,
good stuff.
we're a work in progress. We're striving to achieve here and doing a lot of
For
things to
mediocrity.
improve. Yeah, we don't want to get too good.
No.
We don't want to look too good. 'cause
That
we
would
wouldn't
be
a
A-team.
BT. Yeah, that's
That
the
would
whole
be
different
A-team.
level.
check us out, man. Give it a like.
All I ask you to do is love somebody.